Nothing stings worse than a smug tyrant wielding a rulebook like a guillotine, and Claire Thornton, the HOA president of Willow Creek Estates, was the queen of petty power. Her polished smile masked a heart colder than a January frost, and when she slapped a violation notice on my new fishing boat for disrupting the neighborhood's elegance, she had no idea she just sparked a war with the wrong man. My name's Nathan Harper, and this is how I turned Claire's smug reign into a public unraveling, buying her own house and parking that boat right at her doorstep. By the time she realized I hadn't just outmaneuvered her, I'd claimed her entire world. 6 months earlier, I was riding high in a downtown penthouse, my cybersecurity firm soaring after years of grinding 80-hour weeks. A tech conglomerate bought it for a fortune, a dream I'd once shared with my wife, Emily, who'd lost her battle with leukemia 2 years prior. Her absence left me and our 13-year-old daughter, Lily, adrift. Lily's laughter faded, her grades plummeted, and I buried myself in code to escape the grief. The sale was our lifeline. Emily and I had always pictured a quiet suburban life, good schools, a lake for fishing, her childhood passion. Willow Creek, an upscale enclave with pristine lawns and a private lake, seemed perfect. The realtor raved about the community, handing me a slim HOA binder I skimmed without a second thought, a rookie mistake, too focused on Lily's future to spot the fine print that would haunt us. We moved in spring, the neighborhood a postcard of blooming magnolias and understated wealth. The residents, mostly older, radiated old money VY Best Country Club memberships, gleaming artists. I'd fought my way up from a blue-collar childhood, but I figured we'd blend in. Neighbors offered polite nods, though real warmth was scarce. Lily was anxious about her new school, but I promised this was our fresh start, what Emily would have wanted. Our second weekend, I surprised Lily with a modest 18-foot fishing boat, christened Emily's dream after the one Emily never got to sail. When the delivery truck rolled up, Lily's eyes sparkled, a light I hadn't seen since Emily's death. "Can we take it out today, Dad?" she asked, her voice alive with hope. I promised we would, parking it in the driveway until I could secure a spot at the community dock. That evening, Lily and I sat in the boat, still on the driveway, plotting our first lake trip, tackle, maps, bass versus trout. For a moment, grief loosened its chokehold. Then Claire Thornton pulled up in a sleek Lexus, mid-40s, dressed like she'd stepped out of a boardroom. Her smile was all teeth, no soul. "New neighbor," she purred, offering a manicured hand. "I'm Claire, HOA president." Her gaze flicked over my faded jeans, worn tee, and the boat, sizing me up. I later learned from Harold Grayson, a 70-year-old retired attorney next door, that Claire had dug into my background, labeling me a tech upstart, unfit for Willow Creek's refined image. Claire mentioned the boat, citing Section 7.2, no VY Cybel recreational vehicles, no driveway parking. The dock's wait list was mysteriously closed. "Rules keep us CIVY list," she said, glancing at Lily. "Wouldn't want to unsettle your daughter." Her Lexus glided off, Leah VYing me blindsided. The next morning, an orange violation notice stained the boat. "Unauthorized vehicle, remove within 48 hours or face do law 100 daily fines." I tossed it, but more arrive at me lawn too long, my mailbox the wrong shade. Claire wasn't enforcing rules, she was hunting us. Phone calls to the HOA office led nowhere. Claire was unavailable. Lily noticed, her voice small. "Are we in trouble, Dad?" as I measured grass blades to dodge Claire's wrath. I reassured her, but her spark dimmed, her eyes welling as she clutched Emily's old photos. Our new beginning was rotting under Claire's heel. Claire called in, emergency, HOA meeting, a thinly veiled public shaming. In the community center, her PowerPoint flaunted my boat, lawn, and Lily's basketball hoop as the violations eroding property values. "Some believe they're above the rules," she sneered, her eyes locking on mine. Lily squeezed my hand, tears brimming. I approached Claire afterward, offering a compliance plan. Her smile was glacial. "If it's too much, Willow Creek might not be for you," she added. Your fence is an inch too tall. Expect a notice. Harold caught me outside, warning. She's forced out 4 families. She's vindictive, with ties to the zoning board and local judges. People comply out of fear. That lit a fire in me. We weren't VYing. I played her game at first, storing the boat at a marina, mowing the lawn to her specs, dismantling Lily's hoop. But Claire's violations kept coming: bird feeder, unapproved, roses, mailbox hue. Fines piled up, and Lily shrank, afraid to step out of line. I started talking to neighbors, learning Claire targeted outsiders, the Wilsons fined for a wheelchair ramp, the Garcias cited for a family barbecue. Harold suggested digging into Claire's procedures. I attended every HOA meeting, recorded everything, and demanded records. Margaret Lane, the timid HOA secretary, became my ally, quietly passing me denke of Claire's abuses: forged votes, secret meetings, doctored minutes. She revealed Claire funneled contracts to cronies, landscaping to her brother, security to her friend's husband, all at inflated rates, reeking of kickbacks. I found a repealed rule allowing driveway boats with 75 fan tram neighbor approval. I canvassed, but fear silenced most. Those who signed faced sudden violations. Dorothy Ellis, an elderly widow, signed for her late husband's love of fishing. The next day, her 30-year garden arbor was cited. Claire spread rumors, painting me as a shady tech bro tanking property values. Lily faced whispers at school, her new friends pulling away. I nearly listed the house, defeated, when Harold showed me Claire's secret. She'd listed her sprawling colonial, priced sky-high, planning to cash out and move to a glitzier enclave. She drives out threats, sells high, repeats. Harold growled, staring at her listing. A reckless plan ignited. I called my lawyer, DVY Klein, and my broker friend, Ryan Carter. We formed Willow Heritage LLC, with me as the silent owner, and offered full price for Claire's house: fast close, minimal inspection, total secrecy. Claire, drowning in debt from La VYSH spending and a failed real estate venture, jumped at it. I played defeated, listing my house and hinting I was Leah VYing. Claire gloated, planning a community standards party to celebrate her VY Tory. The day before, I got her keys, the contract granting early access. I had the boat delivered to her driveway, signs screaming, "Private property, no trespassers." Sipping coffee by it, I waited, notary Susan Brooks, Emily's old friend, ready to document the chaos. As guests arrived for Claire's party, murmurs spread. Claire, champagne flute in hand, brushed off concerns until she saw the boat. Her face twisted: shock, realization, rage. "How dare you!" she shrieked, dialing 911 for trespassing. Neighbors filmed, Susan recorded, and Officer Delgado arrived to Claire's hysterics. I handed him documents proving I owned the property. "Mr. Harper has rights," he said. Claire crumpled, muttering, "This is my house." I dropped the bomb. "You sold it to my LLC." Susan presented notarized proof. Then I went for the kill. "I have denke of your HOA abuses: forged votes, kickbacks, harassment." Margaret stepped forward with records. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Board members squirmed. Claire screamed fraud, vowing to void the sale, but DVYD's ironclad contract held. Neighbors shared their stories: the Wilsons' ramp, the Garcias party, Dorothy's arbor fueling outrage. Margaret exposed vote rigging. Board members Ellen and Tom admitted witnessing Claire's abuses. Claire's daughter, Sophie, delivered the final blow at an HOA meeting, exposing her mother's boasts about keeping out undesirables. Leaked emails backed her up, igniting calls for Claire's removal. Her empire collapsed. I offered a deal: buy back her house at a 20 tram premium, leave Willow Creek, and never touch an HOA again, or face absurd rules mimicking her own. 6:07 a.m. trash pickup, 43-watt porch lights. She signed, seething, to dodge looming investigations. With Dr. Rachel Monroe, a property law expert, I overhauled the HOA transparent bylaws, audited finances, recall votes. Ellen became president, approvying the Garcias' home purchase Claire had blocked. Neighbors threw them a welcome party, kids playing freely. Claire slunk away, her Lexus vanishing without fanfare. Lily and I watched. "Can we fish now, Dad?" she asked. I nodded, my heart swelling. A year later, Willow Creek thrived: community events, scholarships, mentorships. For the Boat Saga's anniversary, I unveiled a public dock and turned Claire's old house into a retreat for struggling kids, cheekily named Claire Thornton Youth Haven. On the lake with Lily, her first fish hooked, she whispered, "Mom would love this." Our fight with Claire didn't just win us justicite, stitched us back together. Proving revenge can rebuild what grief tears apart.